wasn't. My ex was a great guy. Like, even after we broke up, still sending me flowers to my apartment. You know, like, just a great guy, but for somebody else. And we didn't break up because of anything that he did to me, anything that I found out or anything that I did to him. We literally broke up because just of small things that led me to understand that this was not my husband. And so I needed to make room for my husband by exiting that relationship. But I'm telling you, the way that he treated me within this relationship was so good. He's raised my standard. And you.
Good day, man. Welcome to another session with your male guardian. Today, we will be looking into a story of a woman who, after being treated so greatly by her boyfriend, still ended up dumping him. He was so good to her that she even felt great after leaving him. She took all his love and dedication, all his provisions and chivalry, and yet it was never enough. He played by the books, bought her gifts, flowers, and showered her with attention. Yet she plucked his heart out and threw it away into the dustbin like a piece of rubbish. Sit back now and learn as we go fully into the story.
Hey you guys, so I recently broke up with my boyfriend, and I didn't think that I was going to share this experience or this story just because it's not that big of a deal and it's kind of private too, but I decided to share it because I felt like the girls really needed to hear about this. So there are two major points I'm going to make, and I'm going to try to keep this very short. So number one, the way that God has carried me throughout this breakup is really nothing short of amazing and unbelievable. Usually after a breakup, I'm a mess. Like, I've been known to cry in the club over a breakup. Like, I'm telling you, days, weeks, you know. And the fact that that has not been my experience this time is only because of God. And I've been really trying to get back to my relationship with him, first and foremost, so that he is leading my relationships from now on.
Folks, did you see how she is so excited and happy because she broke up with a good guy? Now she thinks God is on her side because she is able to disappoint a man. See how narcissistic this is. She said she had bad relationship in the past where she cried and felt dejected after the breakup. Now a good man came her way. She suddenly had the opportunity to break someone and deemed that a good thing. This lady is not short of a damaged goods and can only damage all men that comes her way. Stop being a superhero, man. You will end up getting burnt. Let's go back to the story.
Number two is, I feel like a lot of times when we all see these breakup stories, especially coming from the woman's perspective, it's always like this horror story, like, you know, the stuff that she's been through and what he put her through and all the stuff that she put up with, and we all look at her like, girl, why was you in that relationship? Like, why did you stay? But when I tell you guys that that's not my experience at all, like, it just wasn't. My ex was a great guy. Like, even after we broke up, still sending me flowers to my apartment, you know, like, just a great guy, but for somebody else. And we didn't break up because of anything that he did to me, anything that I found out or anything that I did to him. We literally broke up because just of small things that led me to understand that this was not my husband. And so I needed to make room for my husband by exiting that relationship. But I'm telling you, the way that he treated me within this relationship was so good. He's raised my standard. And you guys know that my standards were already high to begin with. But my ex treated me so well in our relationship that it was like, if the next guy, he's made it harder for the next guy. Because if the next guy...
Whoa, did she just say he made it harder for the next guy? You can now see that no matter what a man does for her, she can never be satisfied. She is a damaged snake looking for a prey. Please share your views in the comment section. Let me know what you think about her rants. As for me, I think she is a no-good vampirina that is only out there to make bad examples of good men. Let's continue the story.
Because if the next guy isn't coming like my ex or better, then off the rip you get to step in. Like, so, you know, breakups don't always have to be this, oh, I'm learning a hard lesson or I went through some traumatic experience. not every relationship is going to end up in a marriage, and the ones that don't end up in marriage doesn't mean that it has to be messy, or as long as you're upholding your standards within the relationship, it should be a positive experience. And honestly, my relationship was a positive experience, and I'm telling you, like, I have nothing bad to say about him, and we're still friends, we still talk and everything. But I just don't feel like the girls hear that often about a relationship that you get out of that has raised your standards, that like he's treated me so well, like the next guy's gonna be hard for him, so I just wanted you guys to hear that, because not every breakup is a horror story, and not every breakup is some hard learning lesson. Some breakups are really because you're just maturing and you want different types of relationships, and you just came to understand, like, I don't see myself marrying that person, so let's not waste each other's time. And that's pretty much what this was. But like I said, great guy, love him. And
now listen, many of these modern ladies out here are just going about riding the carousel. Never take a lady serious unless you are sure she is taking you serious first. The first rule is never be the one to fall in love with your relationship. That is for women. You need to always maintain your masculine frame. Let her seek you, let her want you, and never, ever allow a woman to lead your relationship. She will lead it to the breakup wall.
Well, this is how I knew that my relationship with my husband was over. First, I feel like women, we break up mentally with a person. Before, the court papers are filed, we mentally break up with a person. And so I mentally broke up with my husband. I went to God, I told him, you know what, I do not want to be in this relationship anymore. It just takes me back to the song of R. Kelly, when a woman's fed up, it ain't nothing you can do about it, because my mind was already made up and I was at the point where I was ready to go. The day I knew I was fed up with my husband was a day I was with someone else, intimate.
She ultimately cheated on her husband, but she had to make it look like she was doing a good thing. Listen, man, many of these modern ladies are manipulative. When you go out to meet other women, they say you are a cheater. But when they do, they say they are looking for better, and it is your fault. Men, you have to know that modern women are not looking for love. They may say so, but they are just here for the thrills. Men should stop taking them seriously. Build yourself and be your best version for yourself. Thank you for listening to another edition of A Male Guardian. Be sure to click the like button and press the notification bell to get notified when we upload another video. Please subscribe to your channels. We are here for you. Till another edition, this is your guardian.